I've been waiting for a rainy day. So one of the questions I get asked the most often is how do I take my raindrop shots that are super close up like this? I've done a few quick tutorials on this before, but today I'm gonna go outside and show you exactly step by step how I take these photos. You're welcome, because it's really wet and cold out there. Let's go. So it's really rainy outside and it's really windy, but I'm out here for you guys to show you exactly how to take these shots. So I'm really not using any fancy equipment. I'm literally using the Canon Nifty 50. I have done this with a telephoto lens before, but you definitely don't need it. So the first thing you're gonna want is to look for a nice big puddle. I find the ones that are super long typically work a little bit better than the thin ones, just because you have more kind of depth to them. But it doesn't really matter. You're just gonna want to find a nice big puddle. You can also be doing this with a tripod, but just to show you that you can do it handheld, I'm gonna do it handheld. So what you're gonna wanna do is position your body really low. Obviously, if you're up here, you're gonna kind of have like a top down on the raindrop, and I find they don't look as nice. So what you're gonna wanna do is get your camera almost parallel to the ground. I mean, don't put your camera in the water like I just did, but get your camera as close to the ground as you can. For your settings, you're gonna want your shutter speed almost as fast as you can get it. Mine is at 5,000. And your aperture, something a little bit low, but not too low, just so you can get that nice bokeh effect in the photo. And your ISO is gonna be whatever it needs to be to expose the photo properly. I find having some grain in a raindrop photo actually kind of makes it look cool. So don't be too afraid of pumping your ISO. Mine's at 1600. You can even go a little bit higher depending on your camera, but I find they still look cool with that kind of grain in them. So what you're gonna wanna do is manual focus, and it doesn't matter where you manual focus, because there's gonna be raindrops hitting every single part of this puddle. So just manual focus on one part of the puddle, and then being in high speed continuous mode. So this is what I mean, drive mode, make sure you're in high speed continuous. All you're gonna wanna do is fire off a bunch of photos and basically just hope that you get lucky and catch a raindrop in one of them. So here we go, I'm all set. See, I just took about 15 photos. So that's the majority of the shooting. And now here comes the fun part. You can also just upload all these photos to your phone or to your computer and then look through them there. But while you're out in the rain, might as well do it now, just in case you didn't get one. What you're gonna wanna do is just zoom in on your photo and look for one where you get a nice clean raindrop. So now, since you're manually focused on this part of the puddle, just zoom in on this area. You're just gonna wanna go through these photos until, oh, there we go. See, there's one. So trust me, when you do this, you're gonna get a bunch that look like this. You're also gonna get a bunch that look like this that are super unfocused, but keep doing it, and eventually you're gonna find one that's gonna look super sick, super in focus, and this is gonna be the one you wanna use. So there you go, that's how you do it, super easy. Now I'm gonna go inside because it's wet and cold out here, but if you like this video, if you learned something, please like, please subscribe, and stay tuned for other videos. See you in the next one, peace.